Okay, just hopping back in our world. Our Bruce Loves Me Not. And I think last time we logged out, we just had the arrival of second Bruce. So, yeah, Bruce Loves Me Not seems to be an accurate name for this so far. I don't have any thoughts on how to actually deal with two Bruces yet. Good evening, Michael. Okay. Now on the upside, the clucker that we have, our mother clucker here, means we get eggs, which means we get access to healing poultices. To really get the most out of that, though, we need also to get honey in larger, like we need larger quantities of honey. 101 Fahrenheit today. That sounds reasonable given the temperatures you've been having lately. Not great, but at least not terrible. Alright, I think I finally have enough blue paint to finish my blue section of Raft. We'll grab some red, add some more red to that side. Perfectly matched side to side, if not perfectly fully painted, but we'll take it. And we'll just toss the brush back in here and go back to fishing. We're actually sailing by caravan town. Actually, let's do a detour. We're not going to actually stop at caravan town, but we may as well just do a drive-by. Oh, also going to deal with my hunger. wait a minute. We are... Oh, that was silly. I did not set this correctly. We were going backwards. This should be a bit more promising. I was not... Should have paid attention to the numbers right away, but... Alright, we're headed the right direction now. Getting a lot of the little fish, which isn't terrible because they do make good fish stew. Don't have enough of the components. That is not a problem. That is far, far from being a real problem. Just gonna run down stairs, grab all of this. Yep, that backpack sure is nice. Gives me a lot more storage for all this crap. Pick up the stuff that started getting through the front and to the back. There. No shortage of crap to build myself another fishing rod. But we do also want the raw materials. These trade cubes are actually quite valuable to us now. So I'm going to toss all my plastic in here. Do wish there was a way to dump this in here faster than individually tossing plastic pieces in. Let's make some extra rope. We'll make one stack of ropes, and then the rest of the leaves can also get tossed in here. Now I could toss all the planks in there. Just gonna hang on to these two because they keep me from getting fish down the other stacks. But I have an idea for the planks. Okay, we're going to knock down the walls here right over top of this, and we're going to expand this out back a little bit. No, well, not quite what I meant to do, but it worked. I don't want to build on the back of that half-height wall. I want to build... Okay, so obviously failing to do exactly what I want here, but we can build it from underneath. That is fine. Now, I don't know if I actually have enough nails. I should have enough nails to just barely do this out. Perfect. That works. I do like the new structures that they built in for that. Alright, then we take down this. Oh yeah, almost forgot about that. Not the most useful feature to have added to the raft, but I still appreciate it. Oh, and we've run out of planks here. That we can't have. At some point we're actually get these plumbed in and running automatically, which means we don't need to worry about them as much. We can have the fuel. Oh, we have arrived. This is Caravan Island. Unfortunately, we've arrived by just smashing directly into it. I was not paying attention. I didn't see it. But this is the place we want to go. You can see all the wrecked caravans stacked along the island, which is how it got its name. What are you chasing us for, Bruce? You know you can't get in here. Okay, now we'll go forward again, and I gotta get back up there and change our course. Because we want to sail around this, not into the broad side of it. I haven't been paying attention to my hunger. It's okay, we got plenty of things to toss onto the grill. That right there is actually probably the docks where it'll be most useful to land. And then there is a death bird flying over this area. Now I'm trying to remember, I don't remember if that death bird respawns after you kill it. I have a sneaking suspicion that it might. I hope it doesn't. They're a pain to deal with, but I am hoping to be in nothing but, basically at a point where we're using nothing but metal arrows by the time that we're actually fighting this island. Nope, I did not mean to carry you. I want your fur. Yeah, it should be an exciting island to explore, but it's not. If I remember correctly, there's also quite a bit more of it that basically exists underneath. the water. Yeah, so the island that we found after Balboa, after the first initial Balboa Island, was essentially one of these, where it doesn't have any of the story features, but it has some, like has the boar and other things that you will normally encounter on that island. Okay, we're going through those fishing rods fast, but that's not a problem. So we can just make another one easy as pie. Yeah, so there'll have to be a lot of reconfiguring. I also would like a set of stairs that goes directly down from the frontier. Might do it actually as a ladder. We'll see. But basically, I'd like to have direct access to the engines from the front. Actually, so currently, what way is the wind going to take us if I turn off those engines? Away from Caravan Island. So that's fine. That's good. What, did I flipped. I don't want to flip. I want to turn off. Those are two very different things. Refill these tanks while I'm here. Drink again because it's been 37 seconds since I last drank. My character is basically going to be dying of thirst any moment. I may as well take this opportunity to quickly jump through our harvested materials. We'll toss the junk into the the battery has died on this, so it will not be activating again until I put a new battery in it, which I don't think is going to be something that happens too quick. I mean, I'll go look at what our supply of the components needed to build a battery. And also toss those leaves in. Can I toss rocks in? I can toss rocks in. Good. I like that. Rocks are just one of the most useless things. Alright. Well, let's get our facing right so we're facing into the wind again. How's it going, Juan? I'm not sure if Michael has gone AFK or if he has stopped watching, but he may still be around. Nope, that's not where that room. The eggs go there. Where are you at right now, anyway? I can't remember where you were headed. Montana. I definitely I like Montana, but I also don't know if I would actually want to go live in Montana. I know Jeff wants to go live in Montana, but should move those around a bit. There is room for more efficiency here. Okay, well, all the things I need to make a battery are essentially here. So make another battery, toss it in the scrapper, and off we go. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to start rearranging these. And they are just going to go right against that wall. So we'll do one there, one here, and one here. And I'll probably still have water. Basically, all these should have water in them before I need water again. So that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, that's right. I have a torch to put down. I feel like I would want to keep the two torches down here. I like having light down here to see by. Oh, maybe I should put something that mounts to the wall. Alright, and toss the garbage into the recycler. Have a lot of trading tokens the next time we encounter a trader, hopefully. There's actually still a lot of cool things we can get from the trader, including stuff that Jess is probably going to be pretty excited about. Basically ingredients for making new improved food. Oh. Let's get to that raft before we collide with it. Wait, so are we back down to one Bruce? Or was I in the water with two sharks? Alright, so there's one shark. Let's do just a quick little experiment. So that's one shark right there. I'm not seeing another. Oh. Oh! Well, that was a bad bet. There was two sharks and I basically died instantly. So yes, there's two Bruces. Well, that's a bit of a problem. I will be stuck in that game world until there is rescue. Well, in the meantime, we'll make something a little bit more friendly. Now, it should still be savable, but it is going to basically for me to be savable in that world, I need someone else to come by and pick up the body, but it should respawn with the raft. Well, that serves me right for trying to do some science. I did not think that basically that both sharks would just hit me at the same time and take out all my health in one go. All right. So on the upside, time spent on this, if we ever end up in a situation where we've done a total death of everyone involved, having a backup game may not be the worst idea. I'll just build the boat in the same configuration. This one is on normal difficulty, so it should be significantly less brutal. All right, I want those. Okay, and I need more plastic before I can. Alright. This gives me enough, oh, not much of an expansion, that's for sure. Say, at least in this world, so that we can never get more than one Bruce in this world, I don't think. I guess we can never get more than one shark. The shark doesn't actually have to be named Bruce. Oh, that was... Oh, that's unfortunate. Had it at my fingertips, didn't quite get it. Oh, where's Juan when you need him? There's going to be a island. Need somebody to jump off and explore it now that we're back at a place where we do not have an anchor. I guess I should get the simple grill and the simple water purifier started. This game is normal is significantly less brutal on all aspects, so hunger and thirst are not going to be as a big of a problem. Hey, how's it going, Wild West? Yeah, I need one more plastic before I can build the water purifier. Yeah, Bruce. Can't do anything to stop you yet, so guess you just keep being you. I'm gonna take this moment. Oh, that might have some really neat stuff in there. Yeah, this is normal. I'd be a lot better off, but I should probably not get myself killed right off the bat. Probably a bad plan. I am doing all right. I have made a mistake of letting myself get killed in the hard mode game that we had going. So I am starting a new game on medium until hopefully at some point someone can log in and rescue me. Okay, so I just need a cup, which is 2 more plastic. So, Juan, with Starlink now, oh, wait, don't waste my plastic that way. With Starlink now being able to be mobile, are you planning on getting Starlink for your truck? We'll just put this right here for right now. Make nails, research the nails. Need to research plastic. Going to have to get building myself a fishing rod real soon because I'm not getting enough. Oh, there's another potato. So I do have food that I can cook. There. Need that plastic to research. Okay, so fishing rod requires planks. That shouldn't be too bad. Oh, well, missed all of those, but we'll work with what we got. Well, hopefully that doesn't take my table with, because that would be really unfortunate if it does. It does not. Excellent. Of course, I broke the plastic hook. Yeah, that is fair. Having two internet systems definitely is a lot less appealing than having one. Like, Starlink isn't cheap enough to have it just as a secondary. Having it entirely replace your primary would be fine. It's not super expensive, but it's not cheap either. Oh, I have not put rope in there yet. Let's put the rope into research, which lets us get the nets, which is going to need to be a priority so that I can stop focusing on gathering every little thing that goes by and start focusing on building things up. Still don't have enough planks to actually build a... I've wasted my planks that I needed for building a fishing rod in other things, which is not exactly surprising. I'm pretty sure that's seawater in there, so we're going to dump that out, drink the good water, and get more water purifying. We want to get that barrel. As much as it pains me, I do want that fishing rod a bit more than I want my first net. Oh, accidentally walked off. But I do also have to have enough of something to protect my nets before when I get my first ones up. Okay, well I've got my fishing rod. Build my very first net. And so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 across, I think. That's what ended up basically being the width of the other raft. Yeah, that's would be exactly what it was. Now I've technically, if Bruce decides to attack that first, I can't stop him. I haven't built a spear, and I can't actually do anything to protect it yet. There. Now he should not bite the net, he should bite the material next to it instead. Terrible toss. Another terrible toss. That one may not reach. Oh, got lucky on that. But yeah, for you, basically, if you get an RV, then Starlink suddenly makes a bunch of sense because you'll only be having one internet system for both in the RV and away. Although I imagine if Jess is in the RV, nope. All right, well, it's time to build a spear. Bruce isn't being nice. I am one plank shy. All right, well, we'll build that first so that I don't risk losing any of my stuff. Which means I am 3 planks shy. Through right between them, not my most winningest strategy. All right, we're back to 1 shy. I guess my whole thing about prioritizing that, okay there, build a spear. But yeah, prioritizing that fishing rod is probably not worth it because I'm not really going to be fishing any more than I need to until I have a net collection system kind of going. Because I don't want to risk. Basically, I want as many materials as I can right now. Later, the stuff will all be garbage and just going in the recycler. I do hope the advanced nets actually allow you some way to pull stuff out of the nets and sort them. I doubt that will be how they work, but I would absolutely love to see that. Alright, so yeah, you would basically have Starlink in the RV, and I guess you could move it over to the truck if Jess is coming with you in the truck. Because that would totally make sense, but also it does mean that the Starlink does... Basically, you're still going to have go through data. We're going to hit that small island. I guess we just let that be what that is, because not a lot I can do about it. It took me way too much effort to find words that work for me. Oh, not getting that barrel. Alright, time to quickly dive down. Farm what I can. Can confirm Bruce is still a pain in my butt. Alright. Now, I don't quite know what you're going to do with this raft. Alright. Can research clan. Alright, let's see if there is food on this island. This will help me survive long enough to just see if this is going to self-resolve or if I'm going to have to try to problem solve this. It is a possibility. Being stuck on an island early on, you can be possibly stuck in a situation where you basically just don't have a way off. You just don't have a way to survive. But let's see. Do you mind, Bruce? I'm trying to problem solve. Oh, that may have been a mistake. There. If I have enough planks and plastic and rope, I can make a paddle, but I don't have those things. Bruce isn't going to just let me swim out to get these things. Or maybe he will, I don't know. Okay, I need more plastic. All the plastic in the ocean, none of it where I am. It's actually... Alright, well, we'll call that a draw, Bruce. Probably is not actually a draw. I'm not going to win the encounter that way. But let's see, there's got to be plastic floating around between the island here, maybe. Nope. Around the other side. There's a plastic. That should be enough for me to get a paddle and get me free. The paddles are terrible, but oh, well, that is not pleasant looking. Okay. Nope, I might, this is glitching up pretty bad. Okay, that should be enough. That should give me freedom. Well, I mean, close to it. Eventually it probably would. Hey, how's it going, Milo girl? Currently do not have any shark steak. There's a hollow steak somewhere, but we don't want to think about that right now. Alright, well, this has completely turned us around, but I'd be lying if I said I was surprised. We will just have to make do with what we've got for now. Alright. Did I pick up sand? Yes, so I can research. Oh, sand is not a research item. Interesting. And I don't have enough clay and sand to make a wet brick. Yes, the super mini. But if it's very mini, wouldn't it be micro? It's not mini anymore, now it's micro. Uh, there was an accident, and I may be dead underneath the raft, and I don't have any way to revive myself, so I can't carry on with that game right now. I require rescuing. So until there's someone to rescue me, I'm playing on this raft now. We'll call this the backup plan. In case we all die horrifically and need to play a easier game to forget about the struggle. Rest in mini peace. Rimp. Alright. We'll use that island hopefully to be able to re-correct the raft. Okay, Bruce, I got it up to here with you. You leave my raft alone. I never asked for you to come bite my raft. Still don't have the plastic to square off my raft, but hey. What that is? That's plastic. That'll work. Okay. We'll build that. So I should build a streamer so that I can actually tell exactly how the wind is moving. Okay, so the wind is taking us that way, which is not the worst, but I don't care if this is front or back, but it needs to be front or back. So that's a mini Juan, a micro mini Juan, a mini micro mini Juan. That's a lot of mini, that's for sure. Alright, now we're turning around and hopefully this doesn't go horribly wrong. Alright, I think that did it. So the nets are now facing the back of the raft, but that is a-okay by me. Got no problems with that. As long as the nets are not facing the side of the raft, everything is okay. Yeah, I feel like if the water physics were a bit better, I'd actually really enjoy the storms in this game. But sometimes you just get really choppy weather and you start getting sort of weird glitching. All right. All right, we're back in the debris stream. Got myself a baked potato. Yeah, it'd be really cool to see some sort of like structural element to it when your raft is in basically when your raft is on uneven water. But also like imagine hitting a big wave in your raft suddenly like splitting apart. That'd be really cool, but also really frustrating. I would get very salty after spending all this time building a raft just to have it like break apart because I hit a storm early on. Bruce, I don't got time for you. Why am I? Oh, there. Yep. High of 83. That sounds downright tolerable. All right, I'll take my risks. I will build that before I can. Oh, sweet. I captured something in that that'll help me. That is just perfect. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to start fishing. I'm not catching enough potatoes to not be able to. Not catching enough potatoes to be able to live just off of potatoes. All right. I do not have the capabilities of cooking more than one fish at a time right now. Quite a few barrels ahead. I should make an effort to catch those. All right, got us a cooked herring. Going to have to leave some wood and plastic for making a new hook. I do really like the reflection of the moon off the water. It's not like a particularly amazing graphic, but it's very, very pretty, very peaceful. Especially you got some nice relaxing music and okay. No, still need more leaves before I can make a net. Oh, we've got dolphins. Say mini dolphins, but they are not overly mini. They were village. That's all we get. One little jump from all the school, and they've disappeared back beneath the waves. I guess that's fair. There's a shark in there after all. Although I think actually dolphins have a history of actually coming and finding sharks and messing with them. Dolphins don't have a long history of liking sharks. I'm trying to remember how wide our raft is built. I think the goal for this one should be more or less the same. But, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter till it matters. All right, yeah, you have a good day, Wild West. Enjoy your evening. No, missed it. Kind of like to go for that island, but I'm not as brave as Juan is. I always like the thick packs of leaves because those give me good progress on my net making. All right, 2 more leaves and we have our next net. It's all little progresses. Oh. Yeah, of course you were just waiting for that, weren't you, Bruce? Bruce is just always waiting for his chance. Yeah, some icy pops sound good right about now. It hasn't been too warm for me to here today, so I definitely cannot complain about the heat. Alright, that gives me enough to build the next. Little by little, we make our progress. And once again, yeah, still leaves. Leaves are the thing currently holding me back. Not surprising. Which, if I could actually stop an island, it would be worth actually taking an axe onto the islands just to cut down trees for the leaves. Oh, halfway to our next net. And the raft is coming along just fine. And that's the start of our middle floor. Make our pontoons. Okay, well, I got so busy building up that I forgot that I need those for building the nets as well. I've got
When
myself.
you've done that, would you like rescue?
Sure.
Also, we need to stop meeting like this on Mondays.
I mean, I did a science. It was a bad science. I should not have done the science.
Oh no, those are the best sciences.
But I'm like, I think we've got 2 Bruces, but I don't know if we've got 2 Bruces. So I jumped in the water and I'm like, oh, I can only see the one. And then, yeah, the one hit me from behind while I was facing the other. So they both got me.
Actually, think about it. I've only ever seen one Bruce for a time now.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I think just before I logged out the last time, I'm like, I think there was more than one Bruce. There was more than one Bruce. I've come in rich with leaves right in the time to not have enough planks, but okay. I will just save this world right here where it is, and I
That's
can.
okay. Somehow I opened Valheim and not Raft, so let's try
That
this
is
again.
fair. And then I will load up the one of which I am dead. Let me know when you're ready to load in, because I will wait just a moment. So, because the first thing you're going to want to do is hit the anchor, and then see if I am close to the raft.
Oh no.
Because there are probably 2 Bruces in the water. You will not have a lot of time to save me. Okay. I am going to load Bruce Loves Me Not, which is very accurately named.
Yeah, that's a little on point today.
Yep. Okay. Yep, I am still underneath the raft where I am dead, so if you load in ASAP and pull the anchor, I should still be close by.
Okay. I am just waiting for the screen to actually let me load in.
Yep.
Do appreciate that it no longer asks me for a password.
Yeah, I didn't bother putting a password up right now because it's only Steam friends that can join anyway, so I don't have to worry about randos joining. I appreciate you can actually set it to anyone can join, Steam friends only can join, or no one can join.
Days where you're like, I don't need help.
Okay, I have an unstuck option now. I'm going to hit it and hope that it puts me on the raft.
Okay, I have dropped the anchor.
I am somewhere weird floating over the recycler. So if you come up, you should be able to find me.
Oh, that is
Now, is
really
that
creepy.
mini incapacitated there, Milo?
I very much wish everyone could see this from my angle.
I assume I'm just
It's
like
horrifying.
floating,
You are very
collapsed.
much floating.
Yeah.
It is horrifying.
So I am definitely just like looking down on the raft from above. All
You're
right.
like all curled up and your little shark head is
Yeah.
looking down.
All
No,
right. Well,
thank you.
come save me.
Yeah, I'm thinking about.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
You are welcome.
All right.
Oh, I should have screen recorded it. It was horrific.
Yeah, that was definitely. I'm like, this will be interesting to see where it puts me.
You're just floating
Because
in
it's just
midair,
gonna kind of just be like, all right, you're on the raft.
sleeping peacefully with your little shark head.
Okay. And
So at the risk of, I'm going to try to keep this family friendly, but you know that horror book that I was reading on Saturday?
uh, no.
Actually, you may have been chatting with us. I'm reading a horror novel. It's called Hidden Pictures.
Okay. Yeah.
It's actually quite good. I'm enjoying. But there's a point where like the main character is kind of describing the smell that she's smelling in this kid's room, and first she describes it as ammonia, like,
Yeah.
and she's excusing it as well. He's a kid and he's wetting his bed, blah blah blah. And then like later on, this guy that she's been chatting with, he's like talking about the kid's pictures, and he's like, "Oh, these really smell." And she's like, "Yeah, you know, the kid's room smells like that, blah blah blah. He's been peeing the bed." And the guy's like, that does not smell like someone peeing the bed. That smells like something dead." And I, as a reader, am like, "How do you not know the difference?"
Yeah.
And then later on, she's like, "Yeah, it smells like ammonia or sulfur," and I'm like, "Those aren't the same thing."
Those are very different things. Very
So
different
moments where, like, as
implications.
much as I'm enjoying the book, I have read just enough that I'm always like, mm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's put away our trade cubes. So we actually now have the ability to make recipes that
"Oh,
will like
nice."
give us nice bonuses. Hearty stew will actually give you a second life. The
Ooh,
key thing here is you need to buy juniper berries in order to be able to make it. I don't think you can find juniper berries. I think you have to buy them from trade centers. Oh, right. We've stopped moving. I should undo the anchor.
oh yeah, my apologies.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I think you were actually chatting with us when we were discussing the book, but Anya was getting quite frustrated because the ghost in the story is named Anya. And she
Uh,
had asked what I was reading, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's about this like woman who's a babysitter for a kid who draws creepy pictures, and he has an imaginary friend who's probably a ghost named Anya." And she was like, "Oh my gosh."
yep. It's just funny because that's not a common name.
Well, and that's kind of what she was saying. She's like, "I literally have never heard that name, like, and then recently it's just become a thing."
Yeah. Thank you, Connor Farms. Yeah, the Raft is a bit of a unique game. It is fun. It is. We are actually trying to get through the story this time because many times we get distracted building the raft and actually forget to, play the game.
The game is just the raft you build along the way.
Yeah. Okay. Why do I get the feeling that we're not going straight? We are not going straight. Why are we not going straight? Okay. And now to drop the sail so that we don't sail into the side of that island.
I would say, as somebody who is moderately okay at games and not great, I really enjoy Raft for the, like, kind of the peace that it brings. Not this game. This game is full of sharks. But just,
Yeah,
like, in
hard
general,
hard
I
hard
find
mode
the
is
peace.
a little bit more stressful than
A little bit. But, like,
normal AC.
I
But
find,
yeah.
like, it's just enough storyline to keep me going and just enough to do stuff. Like, there's always a next step.
Yeah.
But also not as, like, um, you have to do this at this point. Like,
Yeah. Basically the game just does let you kind of go at your own pace, which is really nice. And not necessarily super common in games. Like currently it is and is not a very common thing in games. All right. Let's put these back in here. I have a
I
construction
have definitely said
project.
it before, but I am mildly looking forward to us playing the forest on hard mode. But that is a very different
Yeah, that'll be a very
level.
different experience.
That is all anxiety.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'll be fine. But there will be some why is Shep dead?
There's a lot of why is Shep dead. I feel like the worst part is if we do it, which the way we've discussed, which is in-game walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
I have to wait for you guys to discover that I'm dead.
Yes. I mean, well, you can respawn, but yeah, it is. There's not a, oh, hey, I've died, guys, come save me. It is, well, I'm dead. Hopefully someone notices and comes and saves me. Yeah. You. If you don't stop dying of dehydration, I'll just load my other game, which is nice and peaceful. Although I am, for just a completely functional, not necessarily built to be pretty raft, I am actually very happy with this raft.
Enjoy this raft.
Mini one is in Montana. That is a mini Montana, though.
So I will say that is my favorite thing about Juan, is I saw Juan on Saturday. I said hi to Juan on Saturday, and now he's like halfway across the country, kind of.
I mean, Montana's not
Montana's
that
like
far, but
halfway, isn't it?
no, I mean, Montana's pretty close.
It's fair. It took
It's
me
a
2 days,
it's a
but
fair
that's
drive,
because I
but
wasn't like pushing that.
yeah, like it is still like a decent drive, but to get across the country in a couple days would be a bit of an effort. Getting to Montana is doable in a day without too much pain and suffering. Some pain and suffering, but not too much.
Honestly, my biggest pain and suffering was Spokane.
Which is fair.
Oh, thanks, Juan. That actually gives me a pretty good idea because we definitely went to Edmonton a lot with band trips. Oh, hello, Mini Jess. I'm super excited for the two of you that you can actually, like, travel together. Also explains, I was like, oh, maybe Jess will save James.
Yeah. Can I want, oh yes, sweet. I can upgrade the decking. We have no shortage of lumber, so why don't I upgrade the decking? Although, I hope I can mirror these pieces. I don't remember if I can do what I want to do. No, no, that's not what I meant. There's a way to do this. How does... Oh, I want to say there was a way to do this, but I can't remember what it was now. Oh, oh, hmm. Well, we've crashed into an island. We should stay for a while. Looks like a fun island.
No,
It's never a fun island. If I
this is
if
a
I say it's...
terrible island. Let's leave.
Oh, hello, wild infected pig. I need something a bit stronger than the shears. Shears are not the right thing to try to take this thing out.
Nope.
You built yourself a backpack, right?
I did, yes.
Okay, good. Because there is enough for the next 2 backpacks at this point.
Juan was nice enough to point out that
Yeah.
I would probably need it first, which maybe, but
Yeah, you need it to come save me. Obviously. Alright. Bow and arrow. And we'll bring a spear, just in case. Alright, time to go hunt some... I'll come back with some raw meat. Don't worry about it. Don't ask where it came from.
yeah, this is level of rats.
I like these
I
islands
hate this island
'cause...
because I like this island, but it sucks.
Well, the big thing is this island has bees and honey.
Ooh, it's getting dark. I'm not going on this island. I'm gonna go cook some food.
Although I did not actually bring the net for bees. Alright, where...
I feel like Juan or James are probably better to answer that question. Because my only thought is if you weren't wearing headphones, maybe your mic was picking up your voice as you were, and like you were getting an echo.
Yeah, there could be a few things, but basically you might be getting your mic input from 2 different sources. Because you want your YouTube stream to be muted so that you're not echoing your own voice back to you. So I don't quite know where it would be. Oh. What? Yeah. Is this a special colored clucker? I can't tell in the dark. Because obviously we should try to get these special colored cluckers if we can. They're like limited edition. And then, of course, we will not need more than 1 clucker, so we'll just unceremoniously drop the other clucker over the side of the ship, right?
That's exactly how that worked.
Yeah, that could also be two mic inputs, or yeah, like 2 separate mics inputting could also be what's causing it. All right, well, I'm gonna go onto the island and see what we want to buy. Oh, hey. Ta-da. Okay, I need to get rid of stuff in my inventory first. That's what I need to do. And I'm assuming you're using OBS to record, because I am not familiar with anything other than OBS, because that is the only thing I have used to stream to YouTube. And I'm sure there are many other options, but I have no clue which ones work, basically what works better. Did I just eat a raw fish? I do not.
He'll be fine.
First off, I didn't think you could do that, and second off, like, no, I shouldn't say there's no point where I would want to do that, because there's definitely points where I'd want to do it, but
I feel like I did
also,
something wrong here because this doesn't look like it should be eaten. But you know what? It's fine.
that looks like leftovers,
Right?
which should not be eaten. No.
Nope. I will put a bowl, but that looks unhealthy.
Yep, that'll probably be into the garbage, because I do not recommend.
Rude. I did everything right. Nice. Yeah, that was leftover. Well, we're tossing that into the ocean.
Okay, let's go to the trading post. Oh, I did forget to bring the net, which I intended to bring, but... Alright, so what?
Just remember, everybody, when Juan or Jesco, who encouraged James to get an air horn, it wasn't me. James did that all on his own.
Yes, I did. Okay, so yeah, I don't have any fish to sell. So what I should be buying with some of my trash cubes at least is advanced fishing bait. So we already have the recipe for hearty stew, so I'm not going to buy more of that. I could buy some juniper berries, which would allow us to make some of that reviving food. But I do also want this foundation counter. And various other unhelpful things. So, I bought other stuff instead. Yay.
This is dramatically like real life. I should do the responsible thing, but...
I could be a responsible adult, but... Now I
could buy swords instead.
I saw a foundation counter and I went, that seems not actually helpful, but I want it. Let's see, where do I want to put this for now? Yeah, we'll just put it, no. Our raft has 71 foundations. Why do I want to know this? I don't
Why wouldn't you want to know this?
But I now do know this, so that is what matters.
This sounds like vital information.
Also, Shep, get over here. All right, your turn. I place an X, you place an O.
I was too busy having a great time there.
Yep. Right.
Oh, thanks. I didn't want that. That's the worst.
I mean, yep.
I'm leaving now, that's it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait, you
So
can
it only,
move them?
yeah, it only has 3 tiles. Either you can't put down another X.
No.
So that changes the game a bit.
I realized how, hey, wait a minute. I didn't actually move anything. I
No.
called cheat.
Yeah. Call it whatever you want. Yeah, that's amusing.
It would be really cute if we didn't play like siblings.
All right. The net, some food.
Okay, I gotta stop making leftovers. What the heck?
What are you trying to make?
I was trying to make Oh, I see what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing now. The dyslexia. The dyslexia is being a day.
Okay.
Oh, I could make head broth because everybody wants that.
We don't have milk for that, do we?
Oh, that's true. Good. I don't want to make it.
Yeah. So me and Juan grew up in Gnadtal, but everyone else is not from the Manitoba area. So head broth soup can't be good enough to be that finicky on on the milk. So the fact that you can't use coconut milk, I will call BS on.
I would agree. Although, as someone who works with coconut milk,
Like coconut milk is sadness milk, but it's still milk.
yeah, I'll give you that.
Like we're putting pufferfish head in this. I'm not.
At that point, you can afford to not be picky.
Yeah. If we were being picky, there was things I was gonna be a little bit more picky about than the milk.
We had a customer order something today, and I legit was like, I thought that died with last summer. I should feel shame, but I refuse to.
Okay. The island has been cleared, so I am coming back to the boat. I'm gonna release anchor. Miami, okay. Yeah, that's about as far as you can get from us without leaving the continent. Now that we're in basically in the far northwest. You can go a bit farther, I guess. We could go up to Alaska. I don't know why we would go up to Alaska, but you could.
I don't know. Alaska, hypothetically, is very pretty.
There. Ta-da! I got what I wanted. Oh, Miami, Manitoba? Okay.
Yeah, I was about to
I
say.
don't know where Miami, Manitoba is. So that is not a I have to look this up now because I'm curious.
Very different Florida man. I
Wait,
mean,
what mini lie?
there.
Oh, you grew up in Milo, Canada. No, I know you didn't.
I was about to
'Cause I,
say there are otter town names, is
so
how I'm gonna put it. There was
Milo,
one not too far from me in Newfoundland that was.
yeah, Milo, Manitoba is a real place. I think it's in Alberta. I can't quite remember where it is, but
I
yeah,
believe there was a Milo in Alberta.
Milo, Milo is a real place. All right, I'm gonna have to. Milo, Alberta.
Most towns
What
in
is the
Alberta are mini.
population?
The town in Alberta I grew up in, there were more people outside of the town than there were in it.
Total population of Milo, Alberta is 136 people. I think most of the prairie towns have more people outside of it than
Yeah.
inside of it.
I'm trying to think of what there's like a town outside of Quesnel, like when you're driving up to Quesnel, and I feel like its population is like 32 or something. And it's one of those you like now entering, now leaving, and you see maybe 2 mobile homes.
No, excuse me. But while I'm here, Miami, Manitoba. I'm guessing it's. Oh, yeah, it is southern Manitoba. So for us, it would be basically driving. Basically, it would be north of Morden, west of Roland. Small, basically a small two-street town. I know it has more than 2 streets, but I basically look at a town and go, how many streets cross in the shorter distance? And in that one, it is 2 streets for the shorter distance, and you have left Miami.
I think that's where I have issues when people describe Penticton as a town because they're not wrong, but it's just big enough that they're wrong.
I mean, Penticton is a city.
It's just a
It
very,
doesn't
it's a
feel
mini
like it a
city.
lot of times, but it is a city.
It's a mini city. To be fair, the population, like, what would you say, doubles in the summer or triples?
I'd say it's like more than doubles, but not by a lot.
That's fair.
Okay. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. I want to put away the net. Put away the net, the bow, the arrow, the spear. Bruce doesn't attack us right now, so I don't need any of that.
Famous last word.
I mean, if I fall in the water, there's 2 of them. There's nothing I can do to save myself from them.
They just want to give you a pamphlet.
I am not interested in what Bruce has to sell me. Oh, out of planks. Sounds like a very easy problem to solve by walking along the front of the ship for just a second here. Alright, I think we're going to clear by this island without issue. Feed our trash compactor to get some more of those trade cubes. So I was the basically the last group of students who basically the year prior to me was the last year of students that actually made it all the way through school in Gananthal School. When I finished grade 7, they actually shut the school down because there was 11 students total.
Oh, jeez.
And so yeah, I had to move. I had to go to a different school. So my trip to school went from being a like 2-minute walk to being a 1-hour bus ride. Yeah, when I went from grade 7 to grade 8. Which is fine, because that was only for 1 year before it was time to go to school in Winkler.
So I do have to ask, because you're from Manitoba, was your school up hills both way?
Sorry, it was Define hill.
I was about to say Manitoba.
Define
doesn't have
hill.
hills. What am I saying?
Because if by hill
It's
you
not
mean
Saskatchewan,
but... was it? No, I mean it's flatter than Saskatchewan, to be honest. It really, really is. People make fun of Saskatchewan for being flat. I had a teacher that was from Saskatchewan who was so bitter about that every single time. He's like, even you people make fun of Saskatchewan for being flat, but you're flatter. And it was like, yep, that's the truth, and yet we will not stop. We find it funny, and we are not going to apologize.
I mean, that is fair. Ironically, when I was living in Newfoundland, my walk to school was uphill both ways. Because my route, like, took me down a hill and then up a hill. But in the middle of that little hill conglomeration was a graveyard. And I can't tell you the number of tourists who would stop and ask me, like, if it was a famous graveyard. It was such a weird question.
See, not all of Manitoba is that flat. Where you are, it actually has something that resembles hills, I think. I vaguely remember. But in the area around Winkler, Manitoba, right in the, like, heart of the Pembina Valley, it is so flat that you can look in every direction and you can't find it. So, similar story to yours, Juan. When I went back to Manitoba the first time after moving here, I went looking for the Pembina Hills. I couldn't find them. I just literally couldn't find the hills, and I'm like, something in here has to be it, because I didn't drive further than this to go to the Pembina Hills, but it's all just flat. I guess this isn't as flat as the area right around Winkler, but it's not really much less flat. But yeah, you got the options of super flat and not quite as super flat.
Just a pleasant little dip.
Well, it's one of those where it's like you didn't even feel like you'd gone through a dip. And I remember as a kid going through, there was a one particularly glorious part of the hill when you were driving, it would basically dip down, and you'd get that like roller coaster stomach feeling from going through the dip. I, yeah, no. After driving in Manitoba, or sorry, after driving in BC, that is gone. That does not exist anymore. There is no more feeling of dip. Okay, back to project upgrade. After all, oh, are you kidding me, Bruce? I forgot I
I
left that.
hear him.
Yep, I left that in a new area unarmored. I forgot about it. But of course, he attacks at the exact same time that hunger hits, so I can't move. All right, well, let's grab a couple pieces of iron. Grab some nails. We'll go down there. Fix this up once and for all. Oh, I needed 4. I did not grab 4. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I expected would happen, like what the scariness of that dip was, but yeah, I remember it. There was an element of it was like mildly frightening, and now it's like, yep, that dip just doesn't exist in my brain anymore. There's no part of my brain that's willing to accept that there's a dip there at all. So, not all of Manitoba is as flat as the flat parts of Manitoba, but boy are the flat parts flat, and the not flat parts are honestly also really flat. Oh, there. Now I should be able to take apart the rest of this without having my entire front area of the raft collapse. All right. I don't have the patience to deal with all these bits and pieces right now, so I'm just going to toss out the bits that are not worth saving. I don't remember this park in the hills that we had track and field at. I think I usually remember track and field happening at it happened at school. I think it was like honestly no, I can't remember. I can't remember what school it would have been happening at. Might have been. I think we may have gone to like Morris or something. Or am I? Actually, no. I remember one year it was actually at the Plum Cooley School. I remember traveling around for track and field, but I don't remember having track and field out in the hills.
I was about to say, it doesn't sound like you have enough students to do track and field, like unless each one gets a gold medal.
I
One
mean,
person signed up.
it was definitely, yeah, my grade was actually, my grade had a lot of students. So I actually had friends in my own grade. There was 2 other students in my grade. The student in the grade behind us, unfortunately, couldn't have any friends in his grade, and we were too stuck up to really be friends with him because he was younger.
I feel like this 100% tracks.
Yeah, that is entirely how children work. I don't like this whole 2 Bruce situation.
Yeah, that's too many Bruces.
What happens when we kill one of them?
Maybe the other one will eat it.
I'm really hoping I don't find like one part of the raft that has actually been built in a different direction than the other parts, because that is a legit risk. Because I have in the past where I've been upgrading the floor and then suddenly it's like, oh, this section over here was, the panels were built in the other direction, so suddenly the floor changes direction.
Oh no.
And obviously I can't tolerate that sort of
Tomfoolery.
disorganizedness, so I've got to like rip apart the raft to make it work. So I don't actually, not just eating the eggs as is does a pretty good bet, but you can't just fry them up. And I
Yeah,
don't
that
think
feels
there's,
kind of weird.
okay, so there are eggs used in, like, for example, sushi is chicken, egg, and the silver thing.
Yeah, the sushi is fish and eggs and these seaweed, and the mushroom omelet also uses egg.
Yeah.
So like there are things.
Yeah, I just feel like egg is a bit of a weird thing in this game.
Kinda. Honestly, eggs are like so versatile, it kind of feels weird that they're just like, eh.
Yeah, like, I'm not a person who likes, especially that you can eat the eggs raw, which I
Mm.
feel like is a not, like, if you're in a survival situation, I will take that risk, but also frying
That's
up
kind
the
of the thing.
egg, if I have the option to fry up the egg, I'm gonna fry up the egg.
Yeah, like the first person to eat a raw egg, kudos. They were insane, but you know, good on them.
I'm trying to remember, there's somebody who's like famous who eats raw eggs, like a lot of raw eggs every day.
I want to say Gaston,
Well,
but
no, but
that's
like,
me being a smarty pants.
yeah. I mean, there is someone who basically follows Gaston's diet.
Oh god.
I can't say that I would ever want to. It does not sound pleasant.
Nah. No thanks. Kudos on
I mean,
them.
it's they don't actually eat that many eggs, but they eat raw eggs, and I'm like, no, hard pass.
Yeah, there's a slimy consistency issue there for me.
Well, and also just like, I feel like eventually you are going to get sick.
Oh, probably. You know, and it's
Oh,
funny because like
I lose my
the
pants.
cookie dough like thing where you like eat raw cookie dough.
Yeah.
I have never gotten sick from cookie dough. I can tell you that.
Yep.
But also like, I believe you could. That's the
Yep.
thing.
Well, I'm not saying it's not one of those things where you will get sick because you eat cookie dough or whatever. But if you do get sick, you have a risk of getting quite sick.
Yeah.
Is the big problem there?
I have had food poisoning a
The
couple times. No, thank you. That is the
Yeah,
worst.
the risk reward's just not there.
I mean, not for raw eggs. For cookie dough? Yeah.
Yeah, cookie dough is at least a pleasant eating experience. Raw eggs, nope. No, 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 no. I don't know what's wrong with you, but if you're eating raw eggs, there is something wrong with you.
We had a lady come in today, actually, kind of along this lines, and she asked for a particular drink and asked for it to be sugar-free, and that's not possible. And
Yeah,
I explained it to her quite nicely because it's a blended beverage, and I'm like, I can't make it sugar-free because we put this stuff in there so we can blend it. It will break
yeah,
my blender. And she was like, well, just don't put it in. And I'm like, you are not hearing me. It will break my blender. I am not willing to break a blender for you. And
yeah,
she got quite annoyed with me, ordered something entirely different. But apparently she goes to the other location and bullies them into doing it a lot. And I have nothing against people having different dietary needs, whether it's voluntary or like medically
yeah,
or whatever. I don't really care. But it's on you. Do you know what I mean? To
yep,
make sure.
yep, yeah. That is a you problem, not a me problem.
That's the thing. Like, if someone comes up and they're like, "Hey, I have massive allergies," I'm going to do my best.
Yeah,
But I've always kind of held that, like, you need to be aware of what you're getting. You need to think about this. Like, especially we get people all the time. And they're like, "I'm keto," and I'm like, "I don't know what a keto diet is.
yeah,
You
yeah.
need to tell me this."
What does that actually mean? What can you and what can you not eat?
Yeah,
Because
mostly that.
I don't actually know what's safe for you.
100% that, because I am more than happy to like accommodate. And obviously, there's different reasons, like whether it's lifestyle or by choice. I don't really care. It's not my job to care.
Hmm.
Um, but also, I feel like there's that personal responsibility that a lot of people don't want to take.
Yep.
Of course, there's the other more vicious part of me that just really likes saying no to people.
Also fair. I'm always very torn between building the better fishing rods and just using the crappy ones.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I'm like, I don't want to waste the bolt. Like, I should probably
Yeah.
build myself a better, like a bow, but I haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah.
Just like, eh.
The bow um, uses a bolt, but at least by using better ammo, because the ammo you can recover, you can basically maximize the life of the bow.
Yeah.
But with like the fishing rod, there's an expensive fishing rod and a cheap fishing rod, and yeah, the expensive one catches better quality fish more frequently, but we actually can make use of the not high quality fish perfectly fine. And also, yeah, like the split difference doesn't make enough that it's like, okay, yeah, it's worth going after one over the other.
I think if we weren't playing hard mode, because I assume that some of our resources are also limited in hard mode.
I don't think so, actually.
Oh, that's fair. I just feel
Basically,
like we had more bolts, but we were also like less likely to die going after them.
that was the whole thing. We were mostly we'd built up more
Yeah.
because we definitely have as many bolts as we need. We just basically for how far we've gotten, we have spent less time playing.
Yeah, that's fair. Because yeah, that's kind of my thing where I'm like, I could get a better boat, like a better fishing rod. I
Yeah,
don't care enough to.
yeah.
There is also I don't think I've mentioned this guy, but I may have. There is a guy who comes into our store every day. It's beautiful. He brings in a full PC every day.
Oh,
Wish I
wow.
was joking. And he has dual monitors. And he comes in every morning. He never talks to us. He mobile orders. It's beautiful. He's my favorite customer.
Yeah.
And he just sits there with these two monitors and this full PC for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And I was definitely joking that I would love to do this in stream,
Yeah.
just so I could like loudly comment on some of the Karens.
That'd be kind of funny.
I definitely had coworkers who were like, "We would subscribe to that channel," and I'm like, "Yep," because we're all silly, silly people.
I mean, I have met you people, yes. That is not incorrect information.
It is not. Mostly because I was like, I would be loudly calling out all the people who are just getting impatient or aggressive or whatever as I was streaming. And I would really want to do it like wildlife documentary. And now we see a Karen in the wild. But yeah, I have no idea what this guy does. I just find it kind of fascinating that every day he carries this in and sets it up.
Of course, I can't actually put that there because there is a sale on the way. That is an understandable problem.
Oh, there's also now a welder in my shop. It needs an outlet, but as my brother says, he knows a guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm a little concerned about the knowing a guy, but
I mean that's fair. Knowing a guy and knowing a guy that you trust to do the thing are
a
different
little bit.
different problems, but
But yeah, at some point there'll be a functional welder.
that
in
is
there,
cool.
so.
It'd be nice to have a welder in the shop. Welcome back, Milo Girl. I feel like at some point we need to set up the fuel piping and have the engines automatically fed. With how cheap planks are, like how many planks we just get for no effort, it makes a lot more sense to power the engines off of the planks until basically the only reason to switch away from planks is so that you can have it fed automatically. Okay, we'll tend to the growling stomach. I got rescued, so this is back to the one where I got myself killed. This is our original raft. Shep came and saved me.
Shep answered the emergency call like an hour after receiving
But
the emergency call.
yeah, but the raft is still growing. We're gonna go for a 3-story raft.
We add a story after every island.
That will end up with a very tall raft then.
Very big raft.
Because I'm trying to think. So we've done the radio island. Like we finished island 3.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more before we get up to where we were before. So it'd be up to story 5. And then we probably got another 2 or 3 islands after that. So we'd have an 8-story raft. Which, if you actually try to build that, I am sure that that would just tip over in the ocean.
I would hope so. I would go to Reese's Cup Island. I would probably die there. But it would be such a happy death.
I might not die, but I might require insulin to survive.
How goes the 7-story raft one?
Oh, is that the Loch Ness Monster or the Ogopogo raft that you were making? So I actually had a raft design that I think was 5 stories tall, but it was not top heavy because it was a pyramid. So the top floor was actually very small, but the bottom floor was absolutely ginormous. Because every floor was 4 tiles wider in both directions than the floor above it. Which might have been 6 stories tall, I can't remember now. Yeah, so I don't know if the smoothies, like there's some special smoothies. There's a red beet shot and the spicy pine berry that actually give you bonuses. But I don't know if the regular smoothies do anything special, or if they just give you basically cover thirst and that's it.
So I noticed that the spicy one I think has the juniper berries in it.
The spicy pine berry has the peppers in it,
Oh,
and the
okay.
red beet has oh, what is it called? So there we have turmeric, chili, and juniper berries. All 3 of them need to be traded for at the trade stations.
I'm just saying whatever has the juniper berries. Obviously, we're just brewing gin at this point.
I
That's
mean,
why it's spicy.
I'm willing to go with that. That the thing that gets juniper berries is the thing that he'll basically gives you a second life, is because it's gin. Although it is stew. I'm okay with the idea of gin stew, but I also have questions.
I mean, there's beer stew, so really.
Not arguing. I'm just saying I have questions. You are correct, Milo girl. Mini One would fit in his mini truck. So I don't know if that's the way it works, but I don't see the issue with the logic. So I'm willing to continue with basically accept that as the truth of it. So is a mini truth any more or less true than a full size truth?
I mean, I'm a lot more excited about getting full-size truths on Halloween.
As long as it's not full size tricks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh. Yes, I swear I'll drink some water. You can stop dying.
This game, I think, is made by those same people who, like, swear by their, like, water bottles that have, you know, the time on them, and you're supposed to drink so much by, like, 7 in the morning.
Yep.
I shouldn't talk. I've seen your water bottle. I like your glowy water bottles.
It is definitely like, this is a novel idea. I don't really think I need my water bottle to tell me when it is time to drink, but if it works for someone, I will not knock it. But also, oh, I did not mean to grab 15 fish. I think that might be more than I can eat in one sitting. High suspicions towards it anyway.
I'm sure you're just not trying hard enough.
I mean, not wrong, but I don't think I want to try too hard on that front. Yeah, I definitely also would like a roof over my head. Currently, I get a little bit of roof over my head up here at the front. So there will be some shelter for people coming up. Okay. Don't have a staircase yet, but that's alright. Don't need stairs where I'm going. We can just jump over the barbecues. Don't pay attention to the fact that the barbecues are probably hot.
Jack be nimble.
Alright, well I need nails to continue on that front, but luckily that's one thing we're not super short of right now. Just ignore for a second that the sections underneath the llamas will not be, or under the llama and clucker will not be higher quality. If I don't think about it, I won't notice.
I'm sure that's precisely how that works.
Okay, well. Time to run below and gather more wood. I might have to throw out some of... Oh, we are... I'm just going to pull the anchor. We're really close to an island.
Oh, hey, yeah, look at that.
Oh no, we'll pass by without hitting anything. No, don't... I'm just going to do a quick exploration of the top and see if it... of course, I'm now dehydrating right as I did that. It's always like right at the worst moment that like thirst or hunger kicks in.
If we were stopped for a second, I am going to go under the water and die.
Okay. We do probably have 2 sharks, so
That's why I'm saying I will probably die.
be careful.
There's no being careful. There's only regrets. Yep, 2 sharks. Bruce gives the best
Alright.
hugs.
He puts all of his effort into his hugs.
He really does.
He could use a little less teeth in his hugs though.
I feel like he kind of hugs like a kitten does, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All teeth.
All sharp.
All sharp, yeah. All knives. I was informing my mom that all further cats are going to be named after different animals since I have bear. I think the next one will be named duck.
That is fair. Alright, feathers made it into a container here somewhere. Yes, they did.
Well, as I was leaping onto the raft, Bruce got me. So I'm right on the edge of it.
Okay. Yep. A little shark head bobbing out of the water.
I was so close.
Okay,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
not a problem. Okay, and we are safely away. Oh, we can put that back. Organize it. Why, thank you, stomach, for informing me that I haven't eaten in the
5 minutes.
required 3 minutes or however long it's been.
I am absolutely convinced we are just mutated cats.
Yep, we're cats with opposable thumbs is what we are.
This is how humanity was overthrown. Cats finally figured it out.
Milo wants a Reese's cup. Any guesses as to how she spelled want? Set. I don't know if Juan is AFK or if he is gone to bed, because it is an hour earlier in Montana. I assume this is because they probably don't understand how time works in Montana.
That makes sense to me.
Because that's why Alberta is an hour ahead of us. They just don't understand time.
I think, again, just going back to Newfoundland, the fact that they are half an hour ahead.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It's such a weird time difference.
I don't mind it being different time zone, but can we at least keep it to even hours, please?
Right?
Even hours are really quick and easy to math.
Well, that's it. I can be like, oh, okay, they're 4 hours ahead, approximately. Here we are. But yeah, the half is such a weird.
Yeah, both Milo and Juan have confirmed that Mini Juan is AFK. But yeah, today I decided, like, so I can't do metalworking, which is what I wanted to do this week,
That is fair.
because I'm still waiting on the part so I get acetylene again. And I kind of suspected that I was going to kind of like slump into a I'm like not motivated, unproductive sort of feeling deal. But instead, I basically sat down and redoubled down on programming. So I am pretty happy with that.
Nice. Yeah, it's been a while since you've worked on Roll 10.
I've done 0 work on Roll 10.
That's fair.
Say, no one ever told me about a bug I found on my own, so I figured people couldn't be caring too much. I think in the version that you guys all have, you can't actually set, you can't change the setting for ranged. The range skill is actually, there's no way to edit it. That button is broken. On my version it works, because my version doesn't go through the Google update. I can simply install an APK right off my, like I can just make a pack, install it on my phone, and boom. which I feel like for what roll 10 is, that honestly makes a lot more sense for it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if you guys distrust my software, you shouldn't be downloading it off of Google either. Because all that Google does is basically go, yeah, we know who this person is, and if there's enough complaints of malicious software, we'll shut them down. Um, Whereas with something like Roll10, it's only going to a few of you anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Juan is apparently editing a video, which makes sense. He is out on the road. Now, what size of road is this? Inquiring minds need to know.
Mini road.
Ah, I was like nose down to the nets walking by, and suddenly I like run into you, and I'm like, "What the heck is this?"
Dark. Just doing my fishing.
Mimi? Is it a Mimi road?
Mimi road. Yeah.
Not a mini, it's a Mimi. I don't think I want to know what a Mimi road is. Oh, that is. I don't mean to cast out a hook. I want to throw a fishing line. Lucky cat. Well, the cat might be lucky, but I would much prefer fish.
I love the lucky cats. I have been placing them all over the boat. I'm sure.
I have been noticing, yes. But yeah, so either way, yeah, today was somewhat productive on programming, and I think I will actually probably try to take some time. Probably not immediately, but I will take some time and make a Pippin game.
Nice. Does it mostly involve rolling around on someone's dice tray?
No, because that would be accurate. That would be good. But it will mostly involve eating the universe.
Yeah, that also.
So I don't know if you've ever played Katamari.
I don't think so.
The goal in Katamari is you start with a small ball of things, and you basically roll up things and roll up bigger and bigger things. As your ball gets bigger, you roll up more. Oh, so apparently Mimi is slightly smaller than Mini, according to Juan. And then Juan also said snack feeling, but I don't know what snack feeling means. But either way, basically the goal of the Pippin game would be to consume the universe. Because
I mean, yep.
I have met Pippin. That is the only goal. But yeah, basically there's a variety. I would call them like a group of games that would be accurately described as basically a feeding frenzy game where you play as a fish and you eat other fish that are smaller than you and avoid fish that are bigger than you until you are the biggest fish and can eat any fish you want.
You ever play Insane Aquarium?
No.
Oh man, it was silly. You got a bunch of fish and you try to keep them, like, fed them and stuff. But the biggest thing is you get far enough along and aliens would attack your fish tank.
Okay, interesting.
It was very dumb and I liked it very much.
Yeah. But yeah, I think so. My goal will be to basically make a Pippin game that starts with a regular sized cat, so smaller than Pippin.
I was about to say, like, the size of waffles.
Yeah. And you eat small things until you get big enough to eat bigger things. until you were eating houses and then cities and then worlds and then the universe. Because I feel like that is first off, it will be fun, which is the key, the real key ingredient. And also, I will learn, I'm sure I will run into new problems along the way to fix.
I mean,
And that's where the real learning happens.
yeah, where you're like, I don't know how this is broken, let's figure it out.
Yeah. So, as well as, and I'll probably keep the graphics very simple. I will probably do 8-bit color. I could actually make it a 1-bit game. So 1-bit is basically just black and white. You cannot have any color. So like the game that I showed you, that would be a 1-bit game, or the one that I like shared to the group. That would be 1-bit
Yeah.
because there is black, there is white, and that is all that goes on. But I think I'll probably do 8-bit. I'll do a little bit of color, but it will be mostly very little color. It'll be very simple color, very simple graphics. Okay. I do hope that eventually we get some way to to be reliant not on batteries anymore.
That would be kind of nice.
But I also don't see a very simple way to, like, all the things that require batteries do require a battery. Although, you can get battery chargers later.
That
So
helps.
at least then you're not going through batteries anymore at that point.
My brain's always like solar power, but like if we had solar power, we'd have a lot less problem.
Yeah. Okay.
I am adequately fed and watered. I'm gonna abandon you for like 30 seconds because I'm
Okay.
actually cold and this is horrible.
That is fair.
I mean, like wonderful, but now I can't feel my fingertips.
Okay. Where on the battery scale are you right now? Are you mini half empty, or mini like just about completely empty? You are almost on dead mini. That is fair. Oh, I broke my fishing rod and wasn't paying attention. I need some more wood. You get to sleep in tomorrow morning? That is good. Sleeping in makes... I like being able to sleep in somewhat regularly.
Sleeping in is kind of great.
Like, I don't want to sleep in all the time. I don't like always getting up late, but being able to just sometimes take a day where I'm like, no, I will get up when I feel like getting up is very nice.
Yep.
Gives you a full battery charge. Sometimes you really, really need that full battery charge. Alright, I need to make a fishing rod and go back to fishing. Never stop fishing.
I will say, as much as like I don't super love closing, I'm kind of glad I close on Friday, just because Fridays when I open are a lot.
Yeah, which is fair. Actually,
On the
I
other
dropped
hand, the
that
horror
thing.
on my manager's face whenever I'm like, yeah, so I got like 4 hours of sleep, and she's just like, how are you functioning? And I'm like, out of spite.
Okay, yeah, this is worth it. Require a lot more posts than I really want, but worth it.
That is fair. Night one.
Alright. Yeah, have a good night, Juan. Yeah, at some point I will start recording videos for my game development, which I should actually, now that I have this is the game I'm working on, I should actually do it for that game. But yeah, I don't want to spend my time, I don't want to spend the majority of my time editing and dealing with the videos. I want to spend the majority of my time making the videos. So I'm trying to avoid, I want to make the videos in a way where it's just like, okay, these are the videos I'm putting out and that's that. Not jumping into a bunch of, okay, this is going to take a lot of time and effort just to make the videos, which is going to keep me from being able to make the game as easily.
Yeah, I feel like once I start utilizing my shop a bit more, and like, especially if we're making bucklers, things like that, eventually when I get confident enough, I'd like
Yeah,
to record some.
yep, that'd be cool.
More just for the fact that, like, there are people out there without the support of the community like we have, that it
Yeah,
would be really great to be like, so here's the thing I did. You do not need to do this, but if you want a jumping point, bam.
yeah, basically just a not a shortcut, like, but basically give people this is what I'm doing, this is how I've done things, so other people can look at what you do and go, oh hey, that I can use that to try and undo what I want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Because as we've kind of seen, like our Shire is very, very lucky to have the participation it does,
yeah,
but other Shires don't have that. But there are
that
still
is.
people out there who would love, like obviously Appledore, just down the way, right? And
So there is actually somebody who is oh, no, so that's backwards. That is not what I need. I think that's backwards. Yes, that is backwards. There is somebody who is moving from Appledore to Danescombe who has been having a difficult time really making a lot of progress. So I think that move is going to be super huge for them. It's going to let them finally connect with the people that can help them do what they want to do. So yeah, anything that helps give people a opportunity like that without did that reverse on why do you hate me, game? I built one and the next one was like, oh, so you obviously want this one reversed, so you can't climb all the way to the top. That was entirely not what I wanted, but thanks. But yeah, just it is. We do have a lot more support than some other areas do get. And even then, though, we are not the group with the most support, though. There are other groups that get more support than that. What do they do with that support? Well, some of them use it well, some of them don't. That's just the way it is. I really need to put some lights near the front here.
yeah, it's always kind of interesting to see like just like what people make use of, what people are willing to volunteer time and stuff like that. And then there's always, and I feel bad saying this, but there's always that person who's like, well, I had to struggle, so. And it's like, yeah, but.
So I'm built a gangplank. I'm not going to bother breaking it down. Bruce can do the work for me.
Yeah, Bruce can take care of that.
Well, I guess that's the way to get rid of two Bruces is use when they attack your boat, use that as the moment to
Stab them.
basically wound them enough so that whenever Bruce comes by, you always basically get Bruce wounded heavily with that. And then once you actually need to get rid of Bruce for something, you can basically hop in the water and just finish off Bruce. But
That
you've
makes
already
sense.
done the hard work. I always want to like rotate the um, the radio table, like the beacon table. But that's a terrible thing because then it always shows you what's up on it. And I want that to be perfectly lined up with what's up, like what's farther out from me. So I want it set exactly facing the exact same way I am when I'm looking at the steering wheel. Yeah, that was weird. I'm thinking, what does this overlap?
I want to call like mild baloney on the fact that like drinking stew doesn't help with your thirst.
Yeah, it should do both. That should honestly probably be kind of the thing that stew does, is the fact that it does both. You built one, and now you have to build another one. Say, but we can't build too many Juans. There can be only one.
Sorry, I was having two conversations.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just responding to Milo's Juan comments
All
anyway.
the ones.
Well, she said you built one, now you need to build another one. But we can't build more than one, because if we build another one, then he's not the only one. And there can only be one.
I was just about to say, isn't one the loneliest number?
One is the loneliest number. Say, I for one am very happy that all these jokes about Juan are coming back, because they never get old. I always find them fun.
I mean, that's prime sibling chaos energy.
Haha, Bruce. Just give me about 3 minutes to equip my spear. But while you were studying the raft, I was studying the spear. Okay, put out a brush. Brush it. And I'll re-brush out the red. And actually, can I do the upgrades here right now? No, I need to do these. Yes.
Yes, a mini air horn I've never seen before. Ooh, nice mustache going on there.
So you can see my mustache through the shark tape.
Only
Yeah, you can see all
we
my
were,
face.
Like, face to face.
Yeah. I had to be him because he looks the closest to me. I had no choice. It needed to be done. Alright. Oh. I haven't eaten for 37 seconds.
Hi, Aldos. I probably said that wrong, but there we go.
Aldos? Aliod? Yeah, I mean, that's Aldos Villa Jr. Your guess is as good as mine. So the farthest story island that we have done is Balboa Island. We are currently just building up stuff between islands. Because I am not sure when we're gonna hit the caravan island. Oh,
Yeah, I'm assuming on Saturday you are not going to feel up to that.
I am not going to be up to that because I will be busy till 8 p.m. So that will not go.
Yeah, it's a bit of a day for you.
So there is a big island ahead of us.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Don't see a reason why we need to hit this island. There's not really any resources on it that we need right now. So I've set the sail. Okay. Yeah, we are just having a relaxing time. This is on hard mode, so we currently have 2 sharks swarming around us that are not necessarily the most pleasant to deal with.
Do you really enjoy that we describe hard mode as, oh, you know, we're having a relaxing time?
Well, currently we're just relaxing and not, like, dealing with any of the problems.
That is
It's
fair.
fine.
It's fine.
But yeah, we're on hard mode, so we are mostly just building up resources between everything trying to murder us. Oh, there's one thing that this island does have. All right, you. Oh, I did build that as nice stuff. I didn't even build. Whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
That is a big island. What do we need on this?
So the island, I realized we could have actually. Hold on. Why is that there? We could have stopped this island because it'd probably have a trading post,
Ah,
and
that's
we
fair.
have things to trade. So,
Night, Milo.
yeah, you have a good night. Get your full battery charge. Uh,
Oh yeah, that looks all perfectly safe. I'm sure we'll be
all right. There'll definitely be a death bird going around somewhere. I just don't
fine. Oh
plan
yeah,
on
he's gonna
dealing
be
with the
out
death
there.
bird.
No, I like to run away from the death bird personally.
I'm just only thing that I really need from this island is the trading post.
That is entirely fair. I'm just gonna run around and hopefully not die.
Yep, sounds like a worthwhile goal. Dropped anchor. All right, I'm gonna drop items so that I'm not carrying a bunch of useless stuff with me. And definitely this raft will be due for a overhaul of how we set it up soon. Nope, I didn't mean to throw that. I wanted to build a fishing rod. All right, and we'll build some more arrows. Oh, but I need...
Oh, I found the death bird.
Did you find the death bird, or did the death bird find you? Or
You know,
same difference?
potato, potato. That's okay. I've annoyed it by
I'm just gonna
walking under
toss...
a nice piece of overhang.
Yep, that is basically the best way to do that, is just don't let it get above you. Yeah, so the next island we're going to go to is Caravan Island. We are not currently going on to Caravan Island. Or I guess the next story island we're going on to is Caravan Island, but that is not where we're headed onto right now.
We did end up there earlier, and we thought, maybe not.
Well, we had a little mini Caravan Island, and like very
Was that
actually,
just a mini one?
yeah, that was just
Oh,
the. So I had a single boar and some honey. So those are actually a really good one, and they also have a nice little trading post on it. They're just honestly great little islands. Um, okay. Got some arrows, got a bow. I have some things to throw into the trash compactor before I leave the boat. Actually. Okay, got the boxes, got that. Select the... do tell me if you find a trading post.
yeah, absolutely.
They're actually usually easier to spot at night. But like it is possible that this island may not have one.
I
I
found
don't...
another blue cluck cluck, but
Mother clucker. Oh, hello. You know,
Deathbird?
Boar. Nope, Boar.
Uh,
We don't need to fight, you know, right? Oh, I did not avoid that. Oh, yeah, that was I was repositioning my mouse because I'm like, this is slipping towards the edge of my desk. So I got caught in another charge. Okay. No, get back here, Boar. He died and went down a cliff.
oh no.
It's okay, I didn't hurt myself going down it. Oh, I don't think we can get up that way though. So around this way we go. Yeah, I definitely have a habit of fishing while I run around and explore islands. Because you can just fish right through the island.
Oop, death.
I'm glad you're taking all the deathbird attention. This is making for a very tranquil walk here.
I mean, he screams right before he
Pufferlisk.
drops things, so far I'm just like hopping.
Yep. Yeah, for me that like works and then suddenly like I just have like a series of not getting
Bad
it
days.
right and then I'm dead. And basically being like, hey Shep, can you save me? I'm on a death island. Alright, well here's a cave. If I come back to this island, I'll grab a shovel and come back to that cave. There's got to be a way up. I wonder if the trading post is up at the top of the island.
I'm slowly kind of meandering my way up.
I am not.
Oh, I found it.
Cool. I don't actually know where you are.
That is all good. That was a close deathbird.
I wonder if this path leads me up. No, this path leads me to disappointment. That's what that does. But yeah, so I feel like you would really appreciate the pufferlisk. Imagine if you were to combine a pufferfish and an eel. Because that is what the pufferlisk appears to be.
I mean, why would you do that to me? That sounds horrifying.
It does.
That sounds like a giant nope rope.
You're trying to search my channel in your TV. Well, I have never tried searching. Oh, didn't. Do I have enough materials to build a new fishing rod? I do. Oh, hello, Deathbird. Just the worst timing. No, I'm. Oh, that was out of the things too. Anyway, that is fine. Oh, now I gotta go back that way.
The trading post is kind of at the top of the smaller of the two.
Okay, I actually see it from where I am.
I can see deathbird, so I'm just like...
Yep, the Deathbird is circling towards me.
Yeah. Oh, I think there's a goat. I don't actually think it's a boar. I think I actually see a goat.
I don't know if Raft is on mobile. I know it's out for consoles. It is... Oh yeah, there's a goat right down here. Nice. Might have to get that goat. But I feel like if we're getting that goat, it might actually be worth killing the Deathbird. All
I know
depends.
we looked up Raft. It wasn't
Oh,
on
yes.
Xbox because Milo asked.
It is on Xbox. I'm pretty
Is
sure.
it?
No, wait, it isn't. No,
It's Windows, Macintosh, Linux.
yeah,
Yes,
you are right.
PC.
It is not. It is only PC right now. I think they're working on porting it over, but it's not done yet.
Only because I know Milo asked, I think, a couple weeks ago or last week, one of the two.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so what do I buy with the tokens? Obviously, disguise glasses. That's
Yes,
super
100%.
important. Okay, so I should get these.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so spicy pineberry, the which is a smoothie, lets you swim faster. The
Nice.
salmon salad increases your lung capacity. Red beet shot gives you extra health. Catfish deluxe makes you run faster. And then the hearty stew is the one that lets you evade death once.
I mean, I appreciate all of these.
And I'm going to buy some more juniper. All right, Deathbird, you can't kill me here.
That's what
That's
we all think.
I mean, he's been dropping stuff on the trading post the entire time I've been here, but he can't actually hit me. Oh, of course I am dehydrating up here at the top of the mountain.
And that's the only reason I had it down.
Oh, I did not pack food. Oh, and here comes Deathbird. All right, bird, come and get me. All right, as nice as having that cropping, I feel like it's going to be easier getting him to attack me when we're more at a equivalent level. All right. Nope, I missed that shot. Got him with that one. I don't know how many arrows it's going to take to drop him, but... Alright, well, currently I'm at the top of the island, which does at least mean that bird has to come as far as possible to come get me. Mostly I wanted to check out what was up here. don't think that's going to work. No, shot fell short. And that shot also. Oh, of course, you're going to now get rocks from above me. Alright, if you want to keep getting rocks from there, I'm going to go camp there. I'm sure he's going to stop getting rocks from there, but at least he's not going to be getting rocks from like directly above me.
Oh, no, it
Oh,
just got me.
I'm like, why did he suddenly change target? Like, because he's easiest to hit when he's targeting me.
That's
And he like changed targets, and I'm like, that's weird. He like, that was going to miss me by a mile. And then I'm like, oh, that was not intended for me.
Yep, he saw a shep. I have food for you.
Cool. I'm doing
Gotta wait
okay
till
for
you're
food
done.
right now, yeah.
Never mind, I'm gonna find somewhere to hide, because whew.
Yep. He's laying on the herd a bit. Oh, come on, I can almost... I saw where you... Nope. Crap. No, this is fine. Everything's fine.
I'm good. Fine.
I am now at the bottom of the island.
I'm not 100% sure what your question is for detailed plank item, but that just might
I do
be
not
me.
have the detail plank item yet, no. The detail plank item is an item that lets you basically place out a single plank, but you can kind of like attach it to wherever you want.
Oh,
And
okay.
it doesn't have, like you can just attach them end to end forever. So you can just build whatever you want.
Oh, the infinite raft.
Yeah, stuff like that, where you can just like build a gangplank that goes way out to nowhere. Oh, I definitely missed that shot. See, the problem with using metal arrows on deathbirds is I lose a lot of my arrows. Oh, I am very close to my raft and just starting to feel the effects of low food, so I'm going to quickly make a detour to the raft.
Perfect. Do we want to go?
Yeah, we do want to go. The milk is
Okay.
used in head broth and other things.
Because I grabbed the net launcher and I was bringing it up to you.
Cool.
I'm just gonna go hang out in the trading post and then meantime.
Yep, the trading post is safe. Just gonna grab that. The grass and the raft is a farm plot. So it is, yeah, the grass plot. It is used to feed the domesticated animals that you can get. I'll just toss all of the food that I don't have time to deal with right now in there. Just take a moment, learn the new advanced crop plots that we have, and throw out the... So we don't need that.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you are from. Probably good evening. Most people are from from America who watch, but not everyone is. All right. Stocked up with food and actually let's fill all of that first. Yeah, I'm stocking up food and water and then back on my way up. Don't mind me just eating a cooked salmon underwater. It's completely normal, I promise. Actually, my bow is low on health. If I take 2 vine goo and a bolt with, then I can just make a new one when it breaks. Which, if we're going to take the time to kill that deathbird, we may as well, after that point, explore this island nice and thoroughly. But yeah, I started watching the video that Jeff shared with the infinite plank hack. The guy who made that video that Jeff linked. I
Oh
actually
yeah,
enjoy watching his stuff. But then I also realized it is actually it goes into spoilers because it goes into the new areas
into the
that
new
we have
stuff.
not been. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd rather
So
wait and
I'm
see
like,
them.
wait, no. Like half the point of this is to get new islands of stuff that we'll react to because we've never been there before. All right, Deathbird. All right, is that a good arc? Yes. Ha! It is dead.
Nice.
It of course is at the bottom of the island, as I saw back on my way up, but whatever. It's dead. I'm
Yeah.
happy. I will take that. Won't be shy on feathers for a little while. If I just craft the bow. Yeah, the 4 drumsticks you get from them are absolutely not worth it.
Oh, well, so I grabbed a net launcher, but I don't actually have ammo for the net launcher.
Okay, I'm down by the raft. I'll grab the ammo for it.
Perfect.
Because I had left the raft, but somebody went back down to the raft to grab a fucking rock to throw at me. But he ate an arrow, so I guess I can't complain about Deathbird doing Deathbird things. Because at least Deathbird died. It was only polite. I don't know if your experience of Deathbird, but they all seem to be very polite.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely. I think my only complaint about the Deathbird is honestly, they're the type of people that just drop in.
Yes.
You know.
I'd say unannounced, but with the squawking, I feel like it's not quite unannounced.
I mean, they're kind of unannounced, but on the other hand, they always bring a gift.
Yep.
So really, I don't want them knocking on my door, but at least they know to bring a host gift.
Yep. And they may announce late, but they do announce before they actually arrive, so like points for trying, I guess. I may as well toss the drumsticks on the grill while I am here. Okay, net launcher ammo. I am going to quickly make another net launcher.
That is fair. This one has
Like,
decent health, but
No, not sorry, not make another net launcher, make another ammo, because we currently only have one, and
Ah, yeah, that's
I'd
probably a
like
good
at
idea.
least a second shot to try to take out
Oh yeah, I fully
the goat.
intend to yeet the net launcher at you
Yeah.
and let you catch this goat. We had a discussion today at work about using certain terms ironically and
Hmm.
then finding them in everyday life. I feel like yeet is one of ours.
Yep. Yeet 100% started ironically.
According to my coworker, hers is yas. And I'm like, yep, I believe that.
Yep. That is definitely that, and that's unfortunately the way language works. Is if you use it, you're gonna start using it.
Yep.
It's the only way to continuously be using things ironically is if you're always using things ironically and always using new things ironically. Um, but realistically, at that point, it's more or less the same as not using it ironically at all anyway.
I'm just kind of grateful that so far, I think I'd have to quit my job at this point. So far, my day to day speaking tone has not become my drive through welcome tone. Because I think I would just have to quit.
Yeah,
Like
just be like,
everything.
nope, nope,
Just like,
nope,
no.
no, not acceptable. Yeah, I can. That is fair. It took me way too long to realize I was just doing regular fishing when I was meaning to do this special bait fishing. I caught like 3 fish before I realized it.
Are you wearing a death bird on your head?
What? No. No, I wouldn't do such a thing.
I love that you can see the beat.
Yeah. Yeah, I refuse to wear anything on my head that doesn't come with a visualization as the person wearing it. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna drop this.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the feathers from behind too. That's actually a really good hat.
It is actually, yeah,
I
it's
don't know
definitely
how
not
I
the
feel
worst hat.
about that porn stash going on, but
Do you know there's currently a sale going on in this at this trade station? At least that's what the sign indicates.
I
Woohoo!
imagine there's
We
been a
have
sale going on. Oh,
just
nice.
hit tier 3,
Awesome.
which would allow us to buy some titanium ore. One you can sell for you can buy titanium ore for 3 titanium ore for 1 trade coin and 3 trash cubes, which is a nice deal. Advanced scarecrow, keep seagulls away from your crop plots for good. That's going to be a definite buy early on. All right. Oh, I don't need to buy. I didn't need to eat food. Oh, whatever. That's fine. I needed to drink. Mary is currently investigating ginger ale. Long drawbridge.
I will admit I feel mildly bad about describing that gin as the LaCroix version of raspberry,
Yeah.
but mostly because I think that was what I expected the first gin to taste like. And then I tasted
Yeah.
the first gin and I was like, oh, okay.
I feel like Mel needs to get the pirate hat.
Yes. That is a glorious pirate
So I feel
hat.
like the canteen is the thing that I actually want first out of this list. But I will buy 1 expert fishing bait.
You don't want the Viking horn?
I mean, yes, I can't currently afford it,
Fair.
is the key problem there.
I do like that there's a fridge.
Yeah, I don't imagine it's actually anything special or different, but it is kind of cool to have.
Yeah.
I like options. Okay, did I bring enough things to... I did not bring things to... I did not have enough planks to... Not
How many
enough
planks
planks,
do
you
you
say?
need? Because
Probably
I've
no
got like
more than...
40.
Yeah, we got mango trees here.
Oh, that's fair.
So I just realized I'm like, there's a solution to my problem, and it's actually somewhat convenient. Okay, I don't want to chop down non-mango trees, though. I need 2 more planks.
I'm just gonna throw 15 at you.
Yep, that works. There. Okay. Actually, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to net launch that goat. If I get it, I'm going to ask you to carry the goat down,
Yeah, sure.
because then I'll stay up here fishing for a bit longer.
So what are we naming the mini goat?
I don't know. All right, mini goat is down. So if you want to
Perfect.
come and carry it. I don't know what we should name the mini goat. We don't have any would-be adequate
Oh,
naming party present.
right? Oh my god, it's so cute.
All right, so I'm going to stay up here fishing for a bit longer, and then I'm also going to try to get the dirt off the island so we can expand the farm plot now that we are adding more farm animals to it. At some point, we'll want to get the sprinkler set up so that we don't have to worry about watering it.
Yeah, I appreciate that sprinkler setup.
What I would like is like I'm okay with the idea of having to deal with batteries, but I would like a electrical system that's fed off batteries so you can feed the entire, basically feed all of the raft into one electrical system, and then just replace the batteries to keep the entire raft going.
I feel like that
Hey,
should be doable.
how's it going, car fan? Like that's the thing. I would like to see that because then I hate going around and checking every individual thing and being like, does this thing still have battery life? Does this thing still have battery life? It is easier now that they actually have battery indicators. But I would like to see more. Mostly we have been gathering resources for making our raft ready for the next section. We've been expanding the raft, so there's been a lot less island exploring. I heard dinging on my computer, but I don't know from where, because the place I would have thought it came from, yep, that tab should be muted. Interesting.
Well, I have dropped a goat.
Where have you dropped it, go?
Down towards the bottom here.
Oh, but it is a free goat again, isn't it?
It's got a little tag around its neck.
Oh, you should be able to just go pick it up again then.
Okay, I just gotta get it. It's bouncing around.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do
Depends
that.
on coordination I don't have. Mini Shep decided that death was the only option. And was going to die of dehydration for funds.
Yep. That sounds accurate.
That is fair. I, too, need to go to bed at some point pretty soon.
Yep. Yeah, it is starting to get late.
I usually would be like, I'm fine, but I'm also up at 6 tomorrow. Alright, well, I'm gonna grab water, and then I will go hunt a goat.
I'm kind of annoyed that you need to have 2 different currencies and there's no way to like transfer between the 2 currencies. Like the fact that they won't let you turn the trash cubes into the the currency does make sense. But the fact that I can't,
Trade a coin for a trash cube.
yeah.
Oh, I found a Bruce.
Once again, I don't think you finding the Bruce is the accurate way to
This
say
is
that.
true.
You don't find Bruce. Bruce finds you.
I mean, he is a very effective John Wick.
Obviously, we
Except for
should
I
not
don't
have.
think I've killed a dog.
I mean, he is a shark, so wouldn't have been a dog. But
We have killed a lot of pufferfish.
we have killed a lot of pufferfish.
Could have been a pufferfish.
They are ugly little buggers.
Yep.
But Bruce may not care.
I mean, some people have kind of ugly little dogs, and they still
Yes,
love them.
I've seen some very ugly little dogs that people absolutely adore. So that's like an actual, like a French bulldog with a nose is actually a very, like they're a very good looking dog.
Yeah.
But like one of the same breed of like French bulldog, but where the nose is like just crushed in too far, and it's like no, that is not a pretty dog anymore.
I'm trying to remember, how much of a nose does Hamlet have? Because Hamlet's adorable.
He's actually got a fair bit of nose.
Yeah.
Not a ton of
But
nose.
he's also a cross.
Yeah.
I do really like Hamlet. He is... She? He. I think Hamlet's a boy.
Honestly, I have no clue.
But Hamlet's a cute dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Hamlet has a fair amount of nose, like probably about 1.5 inches of nose. So not a full nose, but it's like not completely pressed in. Basically, Hamlet can breathe.
Yeah,
not as well as would be ideal, but
better.
The being able to breathe at all is an upgrade for like a pug type dog.
This is a very lively goat.
Yeah, the reflection of the moon off the water is quite pretty from this high up. How am I fishing into the ocean from up here? Don't ask me.
If it wasn't a family channel, I would suggest a name for this goat. Starts with a B and ends with a T. I'm sure you can fill in the blanks.
I think I can probably. Rainbow lobster.
Ooh.
Alright, so I guess I'm done catching puffer lists now. But now we catch lionfish, lunar fish, pentapus?
Pentapus?
Pentapus.
Only has 5 legs?
I guess so.
I don't like that.
And pink pike.
Okay.
Rainbow lobster. And shark eater. Which description is, well, Bruce doesn't seem to mind.
Yeah, I saw the picture of the shark eater. That is...
He looks mean. I would rather deal with Bruce, I think, than that thing.
A little bit. I don't know if I showed you when I showed Crafting Spirit, but did you get to see the shield I found with an anglerfish on it?
With an anglerfish? No.
Oh, I should see if I can find it. I was trying to look up like different shield designs.
Yeah, I saw you with the shield design for otter.
Yeah.
But I did not see an anglerfish.
Yeah, I think there was an
design.
anglerfish at some point, and I was like, ooh, I really like this. Like, I don't want it, but...
Yeah, like, I think I would appreciate it, but I don't think I would describe it as liking it.
That.
All right,
That being
broken
said, like,
another fishing rod.
oh no,
So many. It's fine. I don't
uh,
actually need one anymore, but
that's fair. I still kind of like the idea of unicorn and a narwhal fencing.
I like it.
I think it's very dumb, so I'm like, that will probably be on at least one of my bucklers. Because as I think we've all proven, you can't just have one.
Nope. But yeah, I should check in with a couple people who were originally going to get me, basically look at getting me a pair of small metal bucklers for the arming swords.
Like the knuckle duster kind of.
No, bigger than that, but like just like say 10 inches across steel bucklers. Those are very good for I-33 style fighting, which is exactly what you kind of want with arming swords.
Well, I appreciate Evan's dedication to sticking with the Meyer guard. I wish he hadn't, as I definitely hit his hand more than once.
Yep, that is 100% a issue with having that guard. You have to learn to overcome.
He was
And
definitely like, "Well, next time you fight left-handed, I won't do this." And I'm like, "I don't think it's just left-handed.
it
I
is
mean, that's part of it, but
left-handed absolutely does make that shot really easy. It's why lefties are by default hand snipers because of it.
that's fair. It's definitely not something I aim for, but just because of injuries, left-handed, it's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very easy shot for left-handed people to do.
Like how this goat's like bouncing around. It's like, you can milk it, and I'm like, I would like to pick it up.
All right, well, I am probably more or less down in the same area as you.
Oh,
We'll
perfect.
probably come across each other shortly.
I would appreciate aid. I was like, I don't actually want to put this goat down, but I need to drink, and I hoped it would stay in its net, and of course it didn't.
No. Yeah, that's the I know as soon as you release them, they bounce around.
And like, he is very friendly. He's not necessarily running away from me. He's just, I have all this space. Bounce, bounce.
All right. Okay, I am just above the raft. Where are you from there?
So you know where that little overhang
Okay, I see you.
outcrop is? Yeah. He is over on this side. It is. I'm like, now of course it's walking, but the minute I walk towards it, it's like, I want to bounce.
We may actually just have to re-net
Possibly.
this thing.
Like, it gets close enough and
'Cause-
it's like, you can milk this, and I'm like,
Well, no, but it also does come up with the carry option. There, got it.
ah, perfect, thank you. Really glad the streaming's from your perspective and they haven't had to watch me for the last 15 minutes bounce back and forth.
That is fair.
My failure is undocumented.
Can't prove it happened if it hasn't been documented. But yeah, no, that was them. Like, it's popping up with the option, but like you have to press it at the same time it pops up, and it like pops up for a second.
Yep.
Not even. It's like a fraction of a second. Ah. Can't imagine the goat would be impressed at all about being pulled underwater. One go. Okay, I'm gonna go back for the dirt. And okay, there's my shovel. Back onto the island I go. I realize as long as we hop in the water far away from where we landed, we can probably do it quite safely. I'm trying to decide how much I want pufferfish goo. It's not a thing we're currently hurting for, but I remember we can make other things with explosives farther down the line, but I don't remember what we can make with explosives. It might just be fireworks, but might also be better things than that too. Also, I don't know what they've added to the game that'll use those resources, so it might be worth it for the pufferfish goo. But I've also been on this island for quite a while. That's the one thing about the big islands is you do not maintain your raft while you are on a big island. I'm not sure if you AFK'd or are muted.
Oh, no, I am just making horrific soup.
Okay.
I hate the puffer fish heads.
Yep. What really gets me is the fact that they don't, it's not like putting them in soup makes them better.
Nope.
They like sit there staring up out of the soup. And I love how that's one of the good soups. I have different
Nope.
feelings about that. I don't think I would describe that as one of the good ones.
I think I have definitely mentioned that I had a roommate that would make fish head soup. It
Yeah.
smells really, really good. This is how I'm going to put that. It walked into that house and I was like, oh my gosh, this smells amazing. Until you walk over and like kind of see them staring at you and you're like, ooh, this probably tastes amazing, but I'm a little traumatized.
Yep. But this is not worth it. Why is the soup staring at me? Soup should not be able to look back.
Yeah. I have failed making horrific soup. I feel like this is appropriate. No one should make horrific
What were
soup.
you missing?
Probably the second puffer fish head, I think.
Oh yeah, it does take two.
It just doesn't. You know what I mean when you pop it on there and you're like, this should be fine. I need that narrator's voice, and it's like, but it was not, in fact, fine.
Okay, I'll take my two bows again. Take my arrows. Man, I went through a lot of arrows. Yeah, 3 floor. We're working on the 3rd floor at this point. It'll be there soon. We're currently distracted. I do not know Hindi.
I feel like I only know one word, and I'm pretty sure it's a dirty word, so no.
I mean that tracks. If you
Right.
know a word in a different language, it is probably not a nice word. That is not how that works. Okay, well, I'll grab some food and then off to Pufferfishville. Yeah, I guess it's late in the night. We do start to get people from basically we're basically starting to get into people waking up or I guess not waking up at this point. People in Asia have been awake for a while, but we're less Americans going to bed and more people in Asia who are in the middle of their day. All right, well, of course I came down here just in time for the sun to set. Hopefully the pufferfish are not too hard to find in the dark. Because I would like to find the pufferfish rather than have the pufferfish find me. Subtle difference, but I promise there's a difference.
Small differences.
May also as well pick up all the clay I can right now. Because we do need clay for bowls.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. I think I've used most of the clay for bowls. On the other hand, we have a great deal of fish soup.
Yeah. Nope, that's gonna be rock, not clay. That'll be clay. There it is. Like, there's got to be a pufferfish in that swarm of other fish, and indeed there is. Ooh. Swam myself into a wall. That would have been unfortunate to have the pufferfish blow up in my face. Alright, there's the arrow that I missed with. May as well collect all this seaweed, and I can make the rebreather bottles and the flippers without feeling like I'm wasting resources. course, all of them. There's metal much deeper down, but I'm not going to bother trying to collect it without flippers and oxygen tube. Because it ends up taking a long time to just get any of it.
All right, take 2 on horrible soup. That's apparently what we need in our life. I feel like anything described as a poison pufferfish head is probably like, you know, when people eat like food that should be poisonous and they take the risk anyways.
I mean, isn't that like most pufferfish are like that, where they have to be prepared very specifically to
Oh yeah,
not
I guess
be...
that is actually what I'm thinking of is actual pufferfish. I just look at these things and go, nope, those don't belong in reality.
Oh, holy crap, I am not dying. Cool. So running from the one pufferfish, my bow breaks. That's fine, not surprising. But then literally a pufferfish like goes backwards through my, like I'm basically swimming backwards through it, and it's going through the
Oh
explode
no.
animate because I just like I'm in its base. So I'm like, get away, get away, get away.
Ah, you
But
got an achievement out of it.
I managed to get out of the way. But man, that was sketchy. Oh, I in need of oxygen. I'm near the surface, so that's not a problem, but yeah, that could have gone very poorly. All right, well, the sun's gonna set. Can you just hurry up and set already? I'm completely blind right now.
Yep, nope, your food shouldn't look at you.
Nope, generally, I'm not a fan of food looking at me, that's for sure. Ah, there it is. I'm like, I know there's a pufferfish around here somewhere. But there it is. So I could have got 4 pufferfish if I hadn't accidentally swam backwards through one. That'll be 3 more pufferfish to add. Actually, I mean, there's still a possibility that there might be more, but... I won't say that I'm hopeful that there is.
That is entirely fair.
Um, yeah, that should at least get us materials for explosives for a little bit longer. In other news, apparently Murdoch has taken the time to put together one of the blades that wasn't really set up. So
Oh, perfect.
there's
loader?
another rapier available.
Wonderful.
So our sword shortage is going to be slightly less severe.
It is honestly partly a goal, and I may just get like bits and pieces and put it together myself. For me, at some point, to have a second blade literally just for loaning. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But that's just going to be like the standard blade. I may get a nicer um, guard just
Yeah.
because there's a couple there that I'm like, I wouldn't mind interchanging, you know.
Yeah.
And I do have to admit, I really like the purple heart wood, but like this is not an immediate I need this
Yeah.
thing, but I would like to have two just in case.
I mean, yeah, I can relate.
Because the flamberge blade is going to be my main weapon for sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting close enough that Bruce might start paying attention to me again soon.
That being said, though, at some point I feel like I want to toss that blade at yourself or Murdoch or both and fight you while
Yep.
you use that blade because I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, and I will 100% do. Oh, hello, Bruce. I was just leaving the water. Thank you for reminding me, Bruce. So helpful. He's just a very,
He is a very kind soul.
he's a very good lifeguard.
I feel like Milo Girl might appreciate if she were here. Like, just bless his heart. She probably would not appreciate that accent. That was terrible.
It
I
was not your
apologize
finest
to the
work.
southern people. This
Not
is
your
why I'm
finest work.
Canadian. Nope. I'm just gonna stick to saying A all the time.
All right, Bruce. You got your point made. Oh, I need to get out of the water now. All right, I'm out of the water. Releasing the anchor. And away we go.
Alright, this is the point where I probably should leave for the night.
That is fair. Thank you for joining and saving me yet again.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for helping me catch a goat.
Yeah, we don't need to turn this into habit, I don't think.
This is just the Monday night tradition now.
You know, traditions sometimes need to be broken. I think this might be one of those.
Probably, but I do appreciate getting messages on my way out of work being like, please save me. To be fair, that was one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I definitely was very amused. I'm like my phone being like, I wonder who that is. Was somebody else watching or no, it's one. It's one advertising my peril.
alright, I will say goodnight to everybody and talk to
Yep.
you later.
Have a good night. All right. Well, I think with that, I am going to call the stream real quick here. Just going to take a moment to remember to unset the sail. Check what's ahead. Oh, that'll need to be fixed, but that is not a today problem. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the shenanigans, and we will see you again later. Not quite sure when the next stream for this will be back on, but you guys have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are.